Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to apply powder foundation. I'm not a really big powder foundation fan, but I do have a really good one that I like to use when I do occasionally decide to wear powder foundation, and I thought that I'd give you a little tutorial on how to wear it to the best of its ability. Well, okay, so first I want to start with a clean, moisturized face. So my face is cleansed and it's moisturized, and I want to add a primer first. So the primer I'm going to be using is the Makeup Forever HD primer, and it's kind of an apricot tone. This is really great for people of my skin tone because it helps to balance out darkness, and it really helps to smooth the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the areas where I need it. Now you don't have to apply this with your hands, but I like to because it's a different texture than most primers, and the heat of my fingers really helps to work it in. This really helps to balance out darkness, so I put it everywhere where I have darkness. And as you can see, my under eyes just appear a lot lighter. You see, this is also done very well with a sponge, but my blender sponge, I have to get a new one. Okay. After you've done that, if you have any more really pigmented blemishes or dark spots, I'm going to go in with an apricot colored concealer. That also helps to balance out darkness. This is from Makeup Forever, and I really like this because it's more of a color corrector. If you have red blemishes, you use green. If you have blue blemishes, you use a lavender color, and yellow also. So I'm going to go in and show you how I have a couple of pigmented areas. And you just go in. So that just kind of helps to soften them. You're going to get extra coverage from your foundation, so you won't need to really put a heavy coating on. Okay, so the next thing that I want you to do is set that concealer with a translucent powder. This will help from making your powder foundation oxidize and get really dark or really orange. And this will also help to really smooth your skin out. So I'm going to be using Makeup Forever HD powder. You can use whatever translucent powder you have. There are several companies that make this. And I'm going to use this with a really fat brush. So you just go in, and everywhere where you applied concealer, blend it. Okay, and for my under eyes, I like to use my Holiday Hello Kitty 109 to set the primer and concealer I applied. Okay. The next step is to apply your foundation. Now that your face is dry and smooth and you have most of your imperfections covered, go in. I like to swirl it. Of course, tap it off, and then buff. You can apply your foundation with a wet sponge like I've seen people do. I'm not a big fan of this technique. No reason in particular, just not a big fan. And you're just going to swirl your foundation and buff it until you get a coverage you desire. Go over the areas where your blemishes are still showing through and blend it. This is really good for people who have oily skin. If you have dry skin, I would recommend maybe using the wet sponge technique. Otherwise, you can end up looking kind of dry. Blend down your neck. I like to take a smaller brush and go under my eyes. Just like with foundation, you wouldn't just do this. The next thing I'm going to do, I got a coverage I like. The next thing I'm going to do is take my Makeup Forever concealer palette in number 4. And I'm going to give my face some dimension. So I'm going to take a contour brush and define my face. I think this is a very necessary step. At least if you're not going to contour, add some type of highlight, because powdered foundation, especially being as matte as it is and not having any light reflecting properties, I think that this is very, very important to make your face look alive. Add a little powder to your cheek and blend it out. Blend it out. Okay. The next thing that I like to do is set my foundation. This is actually the Makeup Forever Mix and Fix, but my bottle broke, so I had to put it in here. So we're just going to that helps to kind of bring your skin to life a little bit, and once it dries, it's going to look a lot more natural. One thing that I also like to use is Airbrush Shimmer. It's really for your legs, but it really gives your skin a life. You know, so you won't look like dead and matte, you know what I mean? But contouring, setting your powder foundation either with a Fix Plus or a Mist and Fix spray is really good. If you don't have it, then you can use some water just to kind of break the foundation up a little bit. This is just like gold shimmer. I like to shake it. This is waterproof. It doesn't budge. It doesn't move. This also helps to set it, because if you have oily skin, then you know your foundation may get a little dewy and a little bit, you know, transferable. So you're gonna take this, and I like to spread a little bit on my décolletage, and then move my hair to the side. And okay, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but my skin has now like a glow to it. If you want, you can the way this sprays is really hard, but you can add to your cheeks once you get more comfortable with using this product. Some of the really beneficial ingredients is it has retinol in it, which is really great for the texture of your skin. It kind of helps to plump your skin, make your skin look young and lively. Vitamin C and E, and that's good for like really softness and your complexion. And has vitamin K to help fade freckles, veins, and imperfections. Meant for your legs, but I use it on my face. If you have sensitive skin, I would test it first somewhere around here. I'm going to give myself one more blast, and then we'll be done. Okay, so there you go. So hopefully I won't see you out in the streets looking like a walking zombie with powdered foundation. I hope this is very helpful. If you have any questions or comments, or you'd like to know anything about the products in my video, which I am not affiliated with, ask me. I'll answer your questions, and I hope this was helpful. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.